Let's try to get this set up here. I think that'll work. It kind of looks low, but it should be okay. Okay, I think we're focused in. What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. My name is Jordan Harris and this is my car vlog channel. Make sure to go follow me on Instagram at jordan.d.harris to see all my Instagram, Mustang posts, stuff like that. Keep you guys updated on the build on the car. If you guys are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I try to post every other day per week and basically get content out there for you guys so you guys can see the progress on the Mustang and just car stuff in general. The reason I am doing this video today, it's not my last video, but it's the one before that. It did pretty well. It's about to hit 13,000 views in a little over a week, which is awesome, and you guys are absolutely killing it on my channel. So it seemed like you guys were pretty interested in the 305's and mounting them to the S550. Granted, I do have aftermarket wheels, but it seems like a really common question is how big can you go on an S550 with tire size? Just a quick little backstory. I had the performance pack wheels upgraded to the Project 6GR 7 spokes. They are 19 by 11 in the rear, 19 by 10 in the front. On the front, I'm running a 285 35 19, and on the rear, I now have my new Pirelli P0 305 30 19s. So I'm still trying to figure out tire size. I had a 295 30 19 in the rear when I first got the wheels, and they were just way too small. So I ended up upgrading to the 305 30 19, which I wouldn't say they're too small, but you could definitely go with the bigger tire in the back. So I think what I'm gonna do next is possibly go 315 or stay 305 and do like a 40 profile, obviously 19-inch wheel. And I know I keep talking, I'm gonna get to the reasons really soon. One last thing is that I am gonna be hosting a meet here soon. I talked about it in a few videos back that I would be planning on hosting a meet, possibly doing like a co-host with some other YouTuber. So what I want you guys to do, if you're from the Bay Area or even if you're from down south, like the Orange County, LA area, and you plan on coming up, anything like that, just drop down in the comments a number one, if you guys would consider going, just because I want to get like an estimate of how many people would actually show up to the meet. I'll probably be posting on my Instagram as well to see if anyone from the gram would show up to a car meet if I hosted. So like I said, comment down in the section below and just be like, hey, yeah, I'd show up, or just hit literally a 1 if you guys would show up. So the number one reason why going big wheels or big tires is kind of risky is because you have a lot more mass in the rear for your car to be rotating the wheels. So a big issue that some people have if they go really wide tires and they drive the car aggressively, you can snap half shafts or you can start to damage your drivetrain in ways just because you have that bigger tire on the rear. Now, I was having transmission issues before I got the 305's, and I'm not even sure if that's because I went with a wider wheel, but I haven't been driving the car hard, so I haven't had any issues with anything. I know a lot of people like to bang gears in the S550s, no lift shifting, stuff like that. If you guys are racing in your cars, you can snap half shafts, you can mess with your axles. It's really bad stuff. So, and I'm no mechanic, I don't know the exact parts, but I know there's a lot of stuff in the drivetrain, such as bearings, your half shafts, axles, stuff like that, that you can damage when putting a wider tire on the rear. The physics behind that would just essentially be you have a lot more grip on the road. There's gonna be a lot more torque on those parts that rotate your wheels, and it's essentially just gonna either weaken those parts to the point of them breaking or just wear them out quicker over time. Not necessarily breaking them, but they can wear out a lot quicker than they normally would if you had the stock wheel size or just a smaller tire on the car. So that is the number one issue. I would probably say the biggest issue out of these three. It's something to try to watch out for if you guys are aggressive drivers and you happen to put really wide tires on your car. Reason number two, and this might not necessarily be for everyone, it might just be because I got the certain tires or my alignment might be out of whack or whatever, but what I've noticed with the 305's is that on the freeway or driving at high speeds, if you're going with no music, windows down, there's actually like a hum from the tires that come from the tires themselves. Like I said, it might just be because of the tires I have or if my alignment's out of whack, but I've noticed it sounds like if you had a lifted truck with like knobby wheels on it or knobby tires and it's making that humming noise. That's kind of what you hear coming from the tires that are on my car. And I don't know, it could be just these specific ones. I've never had big tires like this. It's the first time, so I guess the next set will really define if that's like a true thing. If you're getting a really wide tire, it just so happens to make that humming noise because it's a lot wider of tire. And that's just like a really minuscule thing. You don't hear it if the windows are up or if the music's up. It's just something you notice when you're driving like 40 plus, windows are down, no music, and you kind of hear a humming noise. But but I don't think it's that big of an issue. It's just something that you notice when you get wider wheels. But I don't know, comment down below if you guys don't have any issues with your 305s making humming noises down the freeway. But trust me, it's not a big issue. It's not something that is super big. It's just something I've noticed. And the third and final issue is something that you probably are gonna already know once you buy your 305s, is that with 305s, the wider you go, the more expensive your tires get, especially if you have 19. So typically 20-inch wheels, if you start going wider tires, they're not as expensive if you have a 19-inch wheel and you go wider. The way manufacturers look at it is essentially a bigger wheel, you're obviously gonna have a wider tire for the ratio. Now if you have a smaller wheel and you try to go wider, it's more of a customized, rare tire. So when you go 305s 19, it's typically going to start going up in price, especially if you want to go for a good summer tire or just an all season in general. So tire price is going to be a little bit more expensive, but I mean only by, you know, tens of dollars. And typically if you're already going to go 305s, you're not really worrying too much about the price. But with the P0s, I'm going to probably blow through these within the summer just because they're really soft tires. But I don't know, it's something you got to bargain with and find the right deals, because you can definitely find a good set for a good price, but 305s with a 19-inch wheel is going to start going up in price versus like a 285 or even a 295. And that is it for my 3 reasons why you should try to avoid 305s on your car. And I say avoid, but honestly, I didn't. I went with it. These are just some things that I would try to recommend to someone if they were like, hey, what do you think about 305s on a car? These are definitely the things I would consider saying. So hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. I just wanted to put it out there because I noticed that my 305 video did really well and you guys seem to be super interested on like the fitment and obviously like the quality and how the car rides, all that stuff. So I hope this was somewhat informational for you guys. Comment down below if you have any questions, and like I said, comment down below one if you guys would consider going to a meet hosted by me and possibly another YouTuber. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.